Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. And delighted to have here on the program today Bobby Harris. Bobby's a CEO of a company called Blue Grace Logistics. And talking about people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And isn't that the truth? Bobby, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, I'm a resident here in Tampa, Florida, 40 years old and been here most of my life. And I founded Blue Grace in 2009. Blue Grace is known as a shipping company that's supported by technology. But basically what we do is we provide shipping services for businesses, so business-to-business shipping. And we utilize format somewhat like Expedia or Travelocity to help everybody facilitate that. It's been a company that's been around, let's say, about 4 years, and we are just over $100 million in growth and started from zero.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit about, that adage. It almost sounds like the corporate equivalent of a Hallmark card. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. But it really is important. Talk a little bit about it.
That's something that we started the company with, and we decided that, in today's environment, if you want to build a successful company, you're going to spend a lot of time with the people that you're surrounded with. Probably more time than you're going to spend than you're going to spend sometimes with your own family. So if we're going to be around people that much, we want to be around people that care about us. So if you're trying to create a fun environment, an environment where people care, you have to start with that. You have to look at that beyond their, where they went to school or what their former job was. Those other things are secondary. But what happens is when you focus so much on hiring those types of people, their empathy portrays on over to your clients that are calling in. And that's simply the number one quality in trying to establish the best customer service you possibly can.
Yeah, no question about it. Tell me about at what level do you engage to facilitate business and to grow your business? Does it usually require senior management or high-level engagement? Talk a little bit about that.
Well, for me, we believe that that's the biggest problem in today's environments. Offices take people away, the leadership away from the people that are actually doing the work. So we have to put a lot of mechanisms in to make sure that there's tons of interaction. A lot of it is just us working outside in the cubes within the people's workspace. But we also all conduct what we call executive forums, meaning once a week we take a group of people, each one of us that does have an office, and just sits in and talks with them for an hour, just about anything. Could be business, could be what's going on in their personal life, just to get that engagement, get the creativity that they're generating up to the top levels. We also use a lot of social media. Social media, a lot of times for businesses, is meant to attract the outside world. For us, it's really important in letting people know what we're doing and what I'm doing is, and such as someone that might have been here for 3 months. I normally wouldn't know them. I have 180 people at this location, but because I follow them on Twitter, I can see that they were at a baseball game last night or that they're going to be traveling next week. And so we have a real tight bond because we all know each other and we're not scared to put what's social out there in the open.
Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. So what size are the businesses that you typically are pitching to?
We started pushing our services out to the market on small to medium-sized businesses because the technology is very expensive. So we knew that they wouldn't be able to afford the technology, and it would be something that they could benefit from day one. That plus the fact that we have all the rates from the carrier so that they could ship with made it real easy. But as we started building the technology, more and more the infrastructure began to support not just the small to medium-sized businesses, but now large enterprise-type businesses we feel can prosper from utilizing our system.
Mm-hmm. And you're in a very heavy volume business, I assume.
We are. The industry that we're in is a $700 billion industry just in North America alone. So that's why we went into the franchise system, because we knew we couldn't touch all those businesses throughout the U.S. and Canada just by ourselves. We've been very effective in growing our business at a rapid pace, but we just knew that a lot of these relationships need to be face-to-face, and that's why we became a franchisor and developed that system out, and it's working wonderfully.
Well, I want to thank you for being with us. Real quickly, give us your website before I let you go.
Our website, mybluegrace.com.
MyBlueGrace.com. Do you want to mention that there's also a great article about Bobby Harris over at PriceOfBusiness.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, much more for you. Do you want to remind you, best content here, it shows up over there at USDailyReview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.